Okay, so not only can you simply tell the computer what it is you want to say via, quotation marks, but we can also tell it what to say via a variable. Now, what is a variable? Think of it like a bucket. You are opening up a spot on your computer, and you're saying, I'm going to put something in this bucket. I don't know what it is yet, but just keep that space open because I'm going to put something in it that I'm going to take out later on. So I'm just going to name this, my name. What is my name? My name is the name of my bucket. And I'm going to say my name is David. So now, when I go and say print, and I'll just put my name, and I hit execute, it printed David. It remembered, oh, hey, I'm printing what's ever in that bucket. Oh, okay, what was in that bucket? A string David was in that bucket. Now, I could name this guy instead, Porcupine. And then, as long as I make sure that I spell it the exact same way I spelled it here, when I hit execute again, it now goes, hey, print that bucket called Porcupine. What's Porcupine? Oh, it's David. Now, if I were to change that back to my name and hit execute, I'm going to get an error. Why? Because it's telling me to print a variable that does not exist. There is no variable my name. So, you could name this lemon. You could name this potato. You could name this whatever it is you feel like naming it. Actually, don't have spaces. Spaces will be bad. But you can name it whatever it is you feel like naming it. As long as, copy, paste, as long as this name right here and this name right here matches, the computer will understand what it is you're talking about. See? It remembered that it was David. But I don't recommend doing something like this. I recommend you do something like my name or, name or something that makes sense, even if you have to abbreviate, like MN for my name. Whatever it is you feel like naming it that will make sense to you and will make sense to people reading your code. Because honestly, how often is it that you will be, working alone? No, you're going to be working with groups of teams with coding. You seen these video game credits or any movie credits or anything? There's an entire team of coders. You're not going to be working alone. So henceforth, I also recommend you get in the habit of commenting. So for example, maybe you know that MN is for my name, but maybe someone thinks they're saying Minnesota. Okay, so we're just going to have a little hashtag here. This little hashtag, this is a comment. Okay? That little hashtag means that this is a comment. It means that it'll be skipped when I hit execute. See, the word this is a comment was skipped. This is where you can write notes to yourself. Maybe you'll say MN equals my name. You can let people know that that's what that means. Or, and you see, once again, it skipped the MN equals my name. Anything that has that little hashtag in front of it, the little number sign, will be skipped. It's just notes for other people. So, or for me, if I don't understand what it is you're trying to tell me, and there's an error, and I don't know how to fix the error, heck, you can say like, oh, hey, this is meant to do blah, 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 but it isn't working. Just letting me know that there's an error, that could also be helpful. At least I know what it's meant to be doing. And, then maybe someone else on your team would be able to fix it. So on and so forth. It's a good habit to always get in the comment, to always comment stuff. Comment different parts as well, like, say we have a multi-part program, okay, this is where we get the name, okay, and then this part down here is, this is where we print the name, this is where we add the player's score to the corresponding name, so on and so forth. You know, breaking it down so that you know where it is. Now, the other thing I would also get in the habit of letting you guys know is the order of events matter. Because right now, you're seeing we're declaring our variable, and then we're printing it. So we know what mn is before we use it. If we did this in reverse, and we print mn before we say what mn is, we'll hit execute here, it's going to give us an error. And it even tells us name mn is not defined. Because it's trying to go nothing, nothing. Oh, print this variable. What's this variable? Well, what was it before it? Nothing and nothing. So the computer doesn't know. It goes in order until we tell it otherwise. We would have to specifically write some sort of code that specifically told us to jump to down here and then jump back, which is a bit beyond where we are in this current lecture. So always, 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 always name your variables before before you print them. So now when we execute, our name is banana and it printed banana.